far as a revolutionary campaign inside of a counter-revolutionary party. And the Democrats regrettably have a track record. Many people in this room, I think, are recovered Democrats, or recovering, or just beginning to break up with, one of the things the perspectives that we try to share, and I encourage you to share it with others, is that we deserve a holistic kind of politics, and a politics of mutual affirmation. Many people get locked into these abusive relationships, and that can be an abusive political relationship too. So sometimes it's like learning to break up with your political abuser and, tell it like it is and not keep making excuses for them. The Democratic Party has a pretty clear track record on campaigns of integrity. And I want to respect what Bernie is doing and what his supporters are doing. And I really want to respect how that movement is really elevating the issues and really advancing the dialogue. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if we are able to move forward as a society, I think in large measure we owe a great debt to that campaign for suddenly making it respectable to tell the truth about where the economy is. But the Democratic Party has its, has a very clear track record of basically finding a way to allow these campaigns of integrity, the Sanders campaign, the Kucinich campaign, Howard Dean, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, and it goes back further from that. Those campaigns are lifted up for a little while, but then the party usually finds a way to take them down. The Dean Scream, anybody remember that? Yeah. Totally a spin campaign. That was just, that was created out of nowhere, out of 3 seconds of video that was, basically engineered to bring down that campaign. Dennis Kucinich, he got redistricted, and he was locked out of the elections to start with. Jesse Jackson, who had won 12 major Midwestern primaries, and what happened to him? There was a smear campaign that was launched against him as well that made him out to be anti-Semitic, that brought him down in the polls. And then there's the superdelegates and Super Tuesdays, which were created, remember, if you were around or if you knew this history, they were created after George McGovern, a peace candidate, got the nomination, got the Democratic Party's nomination. And the party basically abandoned him, and he was basically left to flounder. And after that, the party changed its rules so that that couldn't happen again, so that a grassroots campaign of integrity could not win the nomination. That's why they created superdelegates, who are basically party insiders. And regrettably, Hillary is capturing the superdelegates and Bernie is not, in the same way that Hillary is capturing the elected officials, the members of Congress and the senators, and Hillary is capturing them, Bernie is not. This doesn't happen by coincidence. This is how the party stays the course, because while it, sort of lifts up these very compelling spokespeople that have leftist ideas, the party continues to march to the right. And it's done this for decades and become more corporatist and more imperialist. So the kind of fake left go right scenario has been moving ahead really without interruption for decades. And as it does, money and power become only more concentrated and more able to call the shots from behind closed doors. So this is kind of the whole reason for establishing independent politics. The whole reason that we are building a truly revolutionary campaign that inside of a revolutionary party. And by the way, we are there. We have many supporters who are also supporting Bernie's campaign and for whom we are Plan B. So we're here with open arms when you need a Plan B. For many others, we are Plan A.
Yeah, yeah.